I'm Ray Harris, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. The death toll continues to rise in the Southeast, with hundreds still missing after Hurricane Helene and its remnants swept through the region. Many of the victims are Black and Latino. President Biden visited North Carolina. Vice President Harris was in Georgia, and former President Trump visited Georgia as well. Tuesday's vice presidential debate drew 143 million viewers. Nielsen figures show viewers tuned in across 15 different networks to watch the debate. A CBS poll found 42% of respondents thought Vance won the debate, while 41% thought Walz won, and 17% said it was a tie. And that's the latest. I'm Ray Harris on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. Download the Lowe's app to get your home improvement playbook in your hands so you can get their team's expertise anytime. Download the Lowe's app to find what you need today.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
The Dodgers will play the San Diego Padres in the National League playoffs. The Padres beat Atlanta last night 5-4 to advance. Game 1 in the best of 5 is Saturday at Dodger Stadium. The Padres have been tough on the Dodgers this season, winning 8 of 13 games. As the NFL heads into Week 5, the league's 6 black head coaches are 15-10. Pittsburgh's Mike Tomlin, Houston's DeMeco Ryan, and Tampa Bay's Todd Bowles are 3-1. Raheem Morris of Atlanta and Antonio Pierce of the Raiders are 2-2. New England's Gerard Mayo is under 500 at 1-3. Adidas is getting ready to release a special edition of the Crazy 8 Low sneaker for 5 HBCU schools. The shoe was part of the endorsement deal Kobe Bryant had with Adidas in the late 1990s. Adidas has designed a new version of the shoe featuring the logo and school colors of Alabama State, Alcorn State, Grambling, Prairie View, and Arkansas Pine Bluff. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
Sweet chocolate reward. Sweet chocolate reward.
This is not just the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat at Walgreens. This is the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat right after receiving all their vaccines in one trip. This is the sound of treating yourself, because you protected yourself.
Stop by or schedule both your flu and COVID-19 vaccines today and grab yourself a sweet treat while you're at it. Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Hi, I'm Zoe Williams, a.k.a. the Voice of Reason, encouraging you to join me weekdays from 7 to 9 p.m. for the world's most intriguing relationship radio roundtable. Every night, I facilitate and encourage our loyal listeners to participate in the most engaging relationship discussions you'll hear anywhere. So make it a point to rendezvous with me, Zoe Williams, the Voice of Reason, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Trust me, your relationships will never be the same. The VOR is on fire tonight.
Unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got your black.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, count me in. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything.
Nothing is
Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Less monologue, more dialogue. Tavis Smiley continues right now.
It does indeed, and I am thrilled to have my friend and brother Jay Pharoah in studio with us. His new
thrilled to be here,
man. Glad to have his new YouTube comedy special. It's called Jared.
Yes,
and it is hilarious. We've given you a little taste of it, yes. But you will, I promise, not be disappointed when you see it. How did this thing end up being a YouTube? I mean, there's so many platforms these days. Why YouTube?
I mean, I hadn't put a special out in a decade. Right. The last one.
It's been that long?
It's been that long. Last one I recorded was in 2014. It came out 2015. But I felt like I owed it to everybody to make it accessible ubiquitously. I just wanted everybody to be able to get it without paying a subscription. Now that next one, I will be taxing that behind. But for this one, I wanted to make sure that one, I could awaken my my YouTube fan base, because when I got on SNL, I wasn't able to feed those folks because they didn't, and it's not their fault. They just didn't understand the internet at the time. Right. It was, social media was something that was blown up, that was new when I got on the show. So, I lost a lot of viewership, subscribers, they forgot they subscribed to me. So it was all my plan to revitalize my page and drive people there again and let people know that I'm here. And listen, you're getting this one here, but next one, I'm telling you,
you're paying for it.
You gonna get taxed. And listen, for 90% of the comments to be positive, that lets you know that you got something. Yeah. Now, if it was 30% or if it was 50-50, it ain't like that. It's an overabundance of people just saying positive things, and that's what I wanted to happen. I wanted folks to appreciate the work. Yeah. I wanted to be able to go on the road and vet out the material, not like I did when I was on SNL. Like, you're on the show and you're doing a special. You're not on the road constantly. Yeah. I've been on the road constantly for the last decade.
My sense is, and I want this is my way to give you a chance to talk about your SNL years, obviously. My sense is, though, for everybody I've ever talked to, Eddie on down, whoever had a turn on SNL and who ended up leaving SNL, there is a freedom. There's a joy and a gratefulness for having the opportunity to be on an iconic show now in its 50th season. Absolutely. But there's also a freedom, it seems to me, once you leave SNL.
Because while you're there,
so many things you can't do.
You can't.
Yeah.
There's so many, and rightfully so. Look at the institution of folks that have come out of that place. You look at the Chevy Chases. You look at You look at Eddie Murphy. You look at Dana Carvey. You look at Mike Myers. You look at Will Ferrell. You look at Tina Fey. You look at Kenan Thompson, who was made for that show. Yeah. You look at folks like that. I mean, he's still on.
Still there. Yeah.
He's one of those people who's on the show, but he has freedom because he's been there so long, but it's building up. It's building up your base, building up whatever, and then taking that and being thankful and getting off and elevating to a different platform, you know? So when you look at the multitude of folks that have come from SNL, it makes sense why they're so restrictive, because obviously the wheel works. It works for the most part, but when you do get a chance to get off that show, it's like it's game time. Everything that you may have not been able to get on the show, the jokes and things you're saying, you might have been holding your tongue because you're in a network establishment. You don't want to ruin that. You get off, hey, it's just you. You know what I mean? If it's just you doing stand up and it's just you with the world, then you stand on that. It's not a representation of the show.
What would you say? What would you say are one or two key lessons, the most important things you learned or took away from your experience on SNL?
Oh, great. I know exactly what to say here. Okay. First, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're familiar with everything that the show watches and consumes. Everything that they look at, whether it be Game of Thrones, whether it be Kid Chef, whatever they're watching, make sure you watch what they're watching, because you don't want to be at the table and jokes are being made. They're flying over your head just because you're ignorant to whatever they're talking about. If they made some jokes about a certain genre you're talking about, you're going to laugh, because you know that. But know your environment. Number 2, be gregarious as possible. You know, don't be an introvert on that show. Try to be out there and talk to people. Make sure that you're making those relationships. Take people out, hang out with them, play pool with them, just so when they're writing sketches, they'll put you in them, and it won't even be a thought. They'll just like, oh yeah, I gotta put him in here because that's my homie. Yeah. You know, so those are the two biggest things. And understand your environment, consume everything that they're consuming, and make sure that you are not antisocial. You are gregarious and you're in the mix. Don't stay away.
I'm always amazed. I shouldn't say amazed. That's too strong, but it always fascinates me, the intersection of art and politics. And I don't mean politics in terms of Obama and Kamala and Trump.
I mean just the way things are done.
Space, exactly.
Yeah, way things are run. Absolutely.
Wherever you are, you got to figure that out.
You do.
You got to figure out the frame that you're in and how to get what you want.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked what your takeaways from doing that. Yeah.
It's a game, you know. And you know, I started to open up a little more, but I'm so introverted, and I'm introverted.
You?
Yeah, man.
Okay, explain this. Nobody listening right now. You've been truthful for 42 minutes now in this conversation. Now you're lying. Now you're just straight lying.
I'm not lying.
And you know lying is a sin.
I know. You're not supposed to bear false witness.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody believes that you are an introvert.
But most entertainers are introverts. Like, okay, do you see Eddie Murphy everywhere?
No, Eddie is an introvert. Yeah.
He chills.
Yeah.
But he's larger than life on stage.
Yeah.
It's like you're filling a role when you get up there because I'm getting paid to do this. But, you know, after I enjoy my show,
but
after you enjoy the show, I enjoy it. After you enjoy it, I'm off.
Let me follow you again.
Okay.
How is it that you can be that introverted and get on stage in front of tons of people on stage, on film, big screen, small screen? Right. Eddie's done it. You've done it. Like, is there a switch? Is there a switch?
A button.
Is it a button?
It's a switch. Wow. You're able to turn it on. Because it's like I'm not at my house running around doing sketches to everybody. I'm chilling at my house, you know.
Yeah.
So when you get a chance to give your talent out to the world, you give it in a way that you're like, I hope you appreciate this.
Yeah.
But when I'm off, it's like it's me, and I just want to chill. You know, and I don't want to answer 50 million questions about, you know what I mean, what did Principal Fry say in the episode? I don't know. I don't remember. So it's just, I was talking, and you're talking about crossing genres.
Mm-hmm.
Even with rappers, entertainers in general. Yeah. Black Thought is one of my friends, and we were having this conversation last week. I love him too. Tyreek, shout out to Tyreek.
Yeah.
We were at Jazzy Jeff's, and you know it was this it was this music festival he does, underground thing. Really cool, really cool. Mm-hmm. But we were talking about that. He was like, yeah, when I get off, I'm an introvert, bro. It's like I'm just like you shrink up.
Yeah.
But you know, when you're on stage, that brings out the superhero.
Yeah.
That brings out that inner magnanimous object that you are, that everybody has got accustomed to, and everybody aspires to be, what people aspire to be.
Well, I'm glad Jay Pharoah came out of his house today and left the introvert behind.
I had to for you, man.
And came in studio. I love it. More with Jay Pharoah when we come forward on Tavis Smiley.
Interrogating and unpacking. That's what we do around here. You're listening to Tavis Smiley.
So you may have heard of Project 2025, a plan crafted by Trump and his MAGA loyalists to give Trump virtually unchecked political power and take Black America backwards. Here's how. Project 2025 strips away our voting rights protections, and it eliminates the Department of Education. It would siphon public school funding to private schools, leaving our kids behind. Planning on going to college? Good luck paying for it. Project 2025 cuts funding for federal student loans. Trump's Project 2025 would also make states monitor women's pregnancies, and it bans abortion. Project 2025 would also gut Obamacare, ripping away health care from millions. Simply put, Trump's Project 2025 would be devastating to Black America. But we can stop it by voting for Kamala Harris for president, because we are not going back.
I'm Kamala Harris, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Harris for president.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-550-9651.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-550-9651. That's 800-550-9651.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
After you use Bounce Dryer sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be, you'll put a sheet on it every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Put a sheet on it. Or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Put a sheet on it. Maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry, put a sheet on it with Bounce.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
More honesty than you can handle. More empowerment than you can imagine. You're tuned in to Tavis Smiley.
Tavis Smiley and Jay Pharoah. We were just talking in that break, continuing our dialogue about the ways that people who are introverted can be so artistic and so expressive and so brilliant when they get on stage.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, hey, and listen, you look at Cat Williams, Cat Williams is the same way. I feel like, he's on stage and he'll give you that, but off, he'll talk, but he doesn't. It's not like this, boom. It ain't like the Jaguar.
Cat almost whispers when you talk to him off stage.
And it's the same thing artistically with, I'll say another one, with Terrence Howard, who is a genius, but he's,
off stage, man. He just does this thing where people don't even understand that you can take light and turn light into an actual knife. And that knife can break open the seventh dimension and allow for what's called a black hole. And if you go to that black hole, you'll end up at the Great Wall of China. I've done it 15 times. I've taken this trip, especially with the especially with the plane tickets being as extraneous as they are. If you want to just take a trip, you have to take light and travel in the speed of light, which is 15 at the square root of 75 divided by 478.7.
Stop, Jay. I'm about to pass out of here, man. You got me laughing and sweating so hard. Let me just ask you. I'm watching my time.
Yeah.
We mentioned politics earlier, but not real politics. Now I want to do real politics. You saw some of the DNC convention?
Yes.
Any of the speeches you liked there? Did you like anybody? Anything?
You know what? Of course, man. I like the fact that Obama. I like the fact that Obama endorsed her. The way that he did. Well, he's basically like, we got a job to do, and you need to get off your ass. You need to get off your butts, and you need to make the right decision. I mean, I know I don't want nobody, if I was in that house, I wouldn't want nobody storming up to my house with some Viking outfits on. I wouldn't like that. So you need to make the right decision. And also, can we say this? 1.3 million people lost their lives because this man was negligent. He didn't give a damn. He said that it came from orange chicken. And then when
you like Kamala?
When Kamala
are you down with Kamala?
I am down with the cause of the United States of America. We have a lot of work to do.
It's kind of like Woman Terrence Howard.
We have a lot of work to do. It can't be unburdened.
Shout out, man. Shout out.
One of my favorite things about Jay and a couple other comedians I can think of, I love when Jay does his thing and then he breaks out and laughs afterwards. That's the part that cracks me up. When he laughs at himself, I laugh even harder, man. I love that part. I love Jay Pharoah, his new special on YouTube.
Jared.
It's called Jared. And we have a special guest in the studio. When we come forward, we'll talk to her. I'll just say it's a family affair.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll talk about that part when we come forward on Tavis Smiley.
For all the freedom-loving folk, this is Tavis Smiley.
I feel like if you're like me, 60 and retired, making ends meet, especially here at the supermarket and drugstore, is tough. I'm so blessed to have found benefitscheckup.org. It's a free and confidential website from the National Council on Aging that connected me to $1,200 a year in programs that help pay for food, medicine, utilities, and more. Maybe it can help you. benefitscheckup.org.
You know where you want to go in life, and City National Bank can help. City National knows the dedication it takes to build your vision for the future into a reality, and our team is here for you. We have a wide range of options to help, from personal savings accounts to interest-bearing money market savings accounts and more, all designed to help you get where you want to go. City National, here for every stage of the journey. Learn more at cnb.com. City National Bank is a subsidiary of Royal Bank of Canada, member FDIC.
Eggs are a staple in our diets, and there's only one egg with more delicious farm-fresh taste plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. With more vitamins, including 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, plus 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs. Available in so many delicious varieties: classic, cage-free, and organic. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
We asked seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well-trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
Helping to make you the most knowledgeable person in your circle of friends. This is Tavis Smiley.
Tavis Smiley and Jay Pharoah for the next 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. And I wanted to bring Shayna into the studio, and I'll let Jay Pharoah explain to you why Shayna is in studio, why I invited her in.
Well, Shayna Pharoah was in studio because she directed my comedy special,
Your
Jared.
sister!
And she's also my sister, my big sister.
Directed your comedy special.
And my manager as well.
Yeah,
you understand?
So it's a family affair.
It's a family affair, always has been.
Talking to Shayna, tell me about that part, yeah.
So listen, we've been working together for years now. I mean, obviously I grew up with this kid, so I have seen this trajectory. Yeah. And when he, really got serious about comedy, I was stepping in as his manager, air quotes, and then eventually just became that. It was my duty to kind of like protect him in this industry because I knew what a special talent he had, and I grew up like looking out for him. I mean, he's my little brother. We were younger. Our mom used to travel a lot, so he was like my little baby. So I've been accustomed to caring for him for his entire life, so it was an easy transition to management because he was accustomed to listening.
I'm one of 10.
There you go.
I'm one of 10 kids, so
wow.
I know I know this family thing quite well, right? But there are two schools of thought, at least on the family thing. One is you don't hire your family or your friends.
Right.
The other school of thought is if anybody's going to look out for you and protect you,
that part,
it's your family.
Yeah.
Obviously, you came down on the ladder, the two of you.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it has a lot to do with your brother and sister, how many years you guys are apart. Because we've run into like siblings a lot, and I always ask them, like, if they're like, I can never work with my brother, I can never work with my sister, I say,
how many years
apart? And if they give me like 2.5, 3, I'm like, that's why it doesn't work. There's too much competition there. But if you're like 5 years, a little more, I think it works better. The dynamic works better. And also if you have if you have siblings that have common sense and they're doing their thing, and it's not like they were sitting there waiting for an opportunity for you to blow up. Right. You know what I mean? Like I was doing my own thing, but I saw this opportunity and I didn't want it.
And Jay could answer this question artistically, but I'm asking it now strategically.
Yes.
Strategically, what did you hope? What did you want? What did you intend for Jay to accomplish with this special, Jared, on YouTube?
So with this special, I knew he wanted to kind of showcase just a different side of him. He was a lot more confident. He got a lot more life under his belt. His first special came out in 2014, 2015. Yeah. So, he lived some, and he wanted to show people kind of all sides of him. He's not just an impressionist. Yeah. He has jokes. He has life experience. He has points of views on things. So that's what we were trying to communicate, and I think we did that.
Yep. Traditionally, historically, for you, Jay, has being an impressionist, clearly it's a value add as a comedian, but has that boxed you in or freed you up? When people see you as an impressionist, not really a funny guy.
Well, it, and that comes with how am I answer this question? Before I felt like it was a boxing thing,
right?
Right. And that was probably the chip on my shoulder when I didn't have as much experience in life, but it's like now I use it as a gateway to get you to see other things.
Yeah.
So I use it to pull people in to show people this is okay. You might like this, but check this out too because I got this as well.
Yeah, and that's always going to be the cherry on top. The impressions. That's what people know him and love him for. But in addition to the cherry, we also have like the whole sundae. We got the ice cream. We got the chocolate sauce. We got the bananas.
You got a cake. You got a layer cake.
What I got is 45 seconds left. and I'm gonna give it all to Jay Pharoah to talk about why people should check the special out. And you got some dates this weekend in San Diego, I think.
Yes, I'm at San Diego. Mic drop this weekend. What is it? The dates? What is it?
Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. Make sure you come out. Some tickets still available. You should watch Jared because it is really a metaphor for me being comfortable with myself and allowing me artistically to talk about painful situations that probably aren't even funny if you just talk about them and don't know how to take them and flip them into jokes. So it shows evolution. It shows point of view. It shows that I can do this. I do everything. And it's a love letter to you all because I'm giving it to y'all for free just so y'all can see it.
This one.
The next one, I'm taxing that butt. I'm going to do that. But
Jay Pharoah, I love you and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Love you too, man.
And Shayna, I love you too.
Love you too, Tavis. Thank you for having me.
I've never had 3 apostolics in studio at one time. so somebody shout hallelujah. Just like that, 3 hours gone back here. No, tomorrow's Friday, right? Tomorrow, the best of Tavis Smiley. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, keep the faith.
Yes, sir.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Ray Harris, and here's the latest from